Here's a brief video on how to put a YouTube video into your course in Blackboard. First off, I'm logged into Blackboard. I'm in my course. In my course, typically I put videos at the beginning of the semester on maybe an overview of the syllabus, an introduction of myself, maybe an overview of how to navigate through the course. I'll show you two different ways to put a video into Blackboard. One's very easy. Another's a little more complicated, but after you see this, you can make the decision on which route you'd like to take. Well, also I have in my web browser my YouTube video opened up, so I can watch it and have that ready to go. The first thing I'm going to do is show you what I consider the easier of the two ways to do this. What I'll do is notice the web address up here in the address bar. Now there's no way conceivable that you could remember that, so what we need to do is copy that, and we're going to paste it specifically into Blackboard, and I'll show you how to do that in a moment. So I'm going to right click and copy that web address for my video. Back in Blackboard, we can move the video around in a minute, but to get it posted into Blackboard, this is method number one. I'm going to go under the Build Content folder or tab. I'm going to go down to Web Link and click on Web Link, and this will pop up. Now I can give this video a name. This is actually going to be an overview video. You name it whatever you want. It's not relevant. I'd obviously name it something that makes sense. But what's really important is in the box below that where the URL is, you need to paste the YouTube URL. Now you can put a description down here if you want that could explain what the video is about. Entirely up to you. But what I will suggest before we finish this is set the web link option to a new window, because what that will do is when a student clicks on that link, it'll open it up in another browser window or another tab depending on which browser they're using. I wouldn't worry about the standard options down here. Just leave this as the default and then hit submit. And then what will happen is at the bottom of the location you're in, again I'm in my Start Here folder, in this location it will have a web link, and you'll notice the icon looks like a globe beside a piece of paper. Now when I click on that, it's going to open up a link to show my video. So that's method number one. I think that's relatively easy. Now another way to do this, and some people prefer the second method, although it's a little more involved, is they actually they rather would like their video to be embedded, or would enjoy having their video embedded right here where you can see the video without having to really click on a link. This one's a little more involved, but again, the first step is you need to have your video open in YouTube. What we need to do is come under, there's an area called Share. Click on Share, and then go under Embed. And it gives you HTML code down here. Now, you can choose the size of your video. Entirely up to you. I'm going to keep mine relatively small just because I don't want to take up all the room in Blackboard. But what's really important is copy this HTML code. Now you don't have to know a bit about HTML code. All you need to do is know how to copy it. Find the location. So I went to Embed under Share. Copy this code. Okay, that's the tricky part. Now back in Blackboard, what I'm going to do next is go under Build Content, and this time I'm going to go under Item. And when you bring up Item, you can do a couple different things here. I'm going to give this a name again. This is Video Overview. Give it whatever name you want, and you can always come back and change that if I'm going to call this option 2, and I'm probably going to delete this anyway after I show you how to do this. And then what we need to do is down here in this area, we need to click on this HTML button. You may not have that HTML button. In this version of Blackboard, if you click on this arrow, it brings down and closes or collapses depending. more options. So click under HTML code view, and this window pops up, and I'm going to paste that code. Again, I don't need to know anything what that code does. I just copied it from the YouTube embed, hit update, and just make sure that you have the user can view this content. That's the only setting you need to make sure of in this area. And now hit submit. And what this will do, different than the other one, is it actually puts your video right into Blackboard, so the student can click on that and play it right from here. So here's the two options: is you have them click on a link to open it up in a browser window, or you can actually embed the video itself into Blackboard. Whichever choice is the one you like, feel free to try both of them. I myself, I use both of them interchangeably at times. Sometimes even I post both ways, because just, you know, students like to see them both ways. So that's an overview of how to put video from YouTube into Blackboard.